Welcome back to The Explainer. For almost 2 decades now, there's been this one massive football debate that has just completely captivated the globe. We're talking about pitting two absolute titans of the sport against each other. And today, we are going to try and get to the bottom of a relationship that honestly gets completely misunderstood. So let's dive right into it. Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? Who is the greatest of all time? Seriously, this is a debate that has dominated our living rooms, our favorite pubs, and stadiums for the better part of 20 years. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but this one question has practically shaped the entire modern sporting landscape.
Now, if you listen to the fans, you're usually going to hear one of two extreme theories. On one hand, people are absolutely convinced these guys are fierce enemies, locked in this bitter personal feud born out of those intense El Clasico battles. But then, on the flip side, others theorize they're actually like secret friends behind closed doors, just laughing at all the media frenzy. But what does Cristiano Ronaldo actually think about Lionel Messi? Well, when you strip away all that toxic fan noise, the reality is way more nuanced than either of those extremes.
All right, moving into Section 1, Respect over Hate, the True Perspective.
Here's the thing. Ronaldo actually doesn't see Messi as some enemy that needs to be destroyed. It's the total opposite. He sees him as a rival who raised the standard of football. In a bunch of interviews, Ronaldo has openly credited Messi as being this vital motivator for him, especially during those peak years when Real Madrid and Barcelona were just constantly trading blows in La Liga. He totally acknowledges that having someone that incredibly talented breathing down his neck, that pushed him to become a fundamentally better, more complete player.
Which brings us to Section 2, Elevating the Standard, a decade of dominance.
10+ years. Just let that sink in for a second. For over a decade, season after season, these two relentlessly challenged each other. We are talking about a completely unprecedented era where they just monopolized world football. Between them, they hoarded a combined 13 Ballon d'Or awards. They were literally rewriting the record books week in and week out. As fans, we eagerly watched every single match, just waiting to see who would outshine the other in this crazy, escalating arms race of goals and trophies.
But here is the crucial takeaway. Their rivalry was entirely built on competition on the pitch, not personal conflict. It was never about tearing the other guy down. It was purely about pushing their own absolute limits. Ronaldo has made it abundantly clear that they shared football's biggest stages with total, absolute professionalism. All that tension, the fire, the drama, it was all kept inside the sport itself. It made the game so much more exciting for us fans globally, but it was entirely separated from any sort of hidden hatred behind the scenes.
Let's look at Section 3, the famous chess photo, a strategic duel.
You guys probably remember this. Just before the 2022 World Cup, this iconic Louis Vuitton ad campaign dropped and completely surprised the world. And honestly, it illustrated their relationship perfectly. Think of chess grandmasters. Because that's exactly what this moment represented. Two legends at the absolute peak of their strategic powers, earning mutual respect. It wasn't some gritty image of two brawlers ready for a fistfight. No way. It was a picture of two brilliant strategic minds who had spent years mastering a beautiful game, seated together in quiet, dignified, mutual reverence.
Moving right along to Section 4, Professionals, not friends, establishing boundaries. So, while fans might really want to believe in this secret, close personal friendship, the reality is grounded purely in professional respect. Ronaldo and Messi aren't, going on vacations together or texting each other every day. However, whenever they cross paths at UEFA draws, awards ceremonies, or major global events, they share these incredibly warm, genuine greetings. So it's a relationship that's firmly rooted in deep professional admiration rather than just a casual friendship.
And I think the true fascination of this dynamic lies right here. Recognizing extraordinary talent while maintaining absolute ambition. Ronaldo is always the very first to recognize Messi's extraordinary, almost alien-like consistency on the ball. But at the exact same time, Ronaldo has always firmly believed in his own elite abilities. He's never hidden his sparkling confidence or his absolute ambition to be the greatest in the world. It's that precise blend of supreme self-belief combined with deep respect for a worthy opponent that made their rivalry so uniquely compelling.
Finally, Section 5, a shared legacy, defining an era together. Together, they didn't just play the game. They pushed football's boundaries to impossible heights, they exponentially increased global excitement, and they unequivocally defined an entire era of the sport. The beautiful reality here is that without Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo's story would look very, very different. And without Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi's story would be different too. Ronaldo doesn't see Messi as an enemy,
but as one of the greatest competitors in history who inextricably helped write his own legacy.
Which, funnily enough, leaves us exactly where we started, but with entirely new context and appreciation. So, who do you think is the greatest? Now that we've broken down the reality of this legendary rivalry and the real, deep respect between these two icons, we want to hear from you. Drop your own thoughts respectfully below. Thanks so much for joining this explainer. Keep that curiosity alive, and we will see you next time.